Dear student, due to coronavirus, school started online classes for your study. So you can subscribe Golden Flower Palia YouTube channel, like and press the bell icon.
Hello students. So dear student, today is the lecture number 20 of class 11th biology. Today I will discuss with you division pteridophyta. In the last video number 19 we have discussed about the division bryophyta. Division bryophyta. In bryophyta we have discussed about the many things that bryophytes are the plants which are called the amphibians of plant kingdom, and in that chapter we have discussed about the how the bryophytes, general characteristics of the bryophytes. Bryophytes can live in the water and on land. So today we will discuss about the pteridophyta. So pteridophyta is the group of the plants in which seeds are not formed, flowers are not formed, non-seeded, non-flowering plants, and they attain height up to 2 to 3 meter. They attain height 2 to 3 meter. They attain height 2 to 3 meter. Now after that, pteridophytes, you can say the first terrestrial plants. When the life of the plant is originated in the water, then the algae were totally in the aquatic habitat, and bryophytes, they are the amphibians, means they can live on the land but they need the water for the fertilization. Pteridophytes are the first terrestrial plants which are developed on the land, and you can say they are the woody plants. They are the first woody plants on the earth. So let's discuss the general characteristics of the division pteridophyta. Includes horsetails and ferns. Includes horsetails and ferns means the plants which includes into the pteridophyta are considered as horsetails and ferns. Second, used for medicinal purposes and binders. Used for medicinal purposes and binders. Binders means you can say here soil binder. Soil binder means where the soil is very exposed, means there is the chance of the erosion. So on that soil these kinds of the plants are grown, and these are helpful to binding the soil firmly. So most of the plants in this group are used as the medicinal purposes and ornamental. The most of the plants in this group are used as ornamental plants. Ornamental means the plants which are used for the decoration in homes, in parks, anywhere. So the main purpose is that the plants belongs to this group are used as a ornamental plants. After that, main first terrestrial plants to possess vascular tissues, means these are the plants because they attain the height 2 to 3 meter from the soil, so they have need to transport of the water from downside to the upside and the food to inside to all parts of the plant. So first terrestrial plant to possesses vascular tissues means these are the plants which have the vascular tissues, and vascular tissues are called xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem. So xylem and phloem are the vascular tissues. Xylem and phloem are the vascular tissues which are used as a transport substances in the plant, means to transport materials, transporting parts. Main plant body is sporophyte. If you will recall your memory, then we have discussed in the division bryophyta that bryophytes are the main plant body of bryophytes is gametophyte, means having half chromosome number, but main plant body of the pteridophytes are sporophyte bear sporangia called sporophylls. Before this, let's discuss with this topic. This point is remain. The leaves are small microsporophyll, as in Selaginella, are large macrosporophylls, as in ferns. Actually, you know very well, because they are not having the seeds, so fertilization takes place by the formation of the spores. So in pteridophytes, the plants are categorized into two groups. Few plants form the small leaf-like structures. They are called microsporophylls. Micro means small, sporophylls means they are forming the spores on their body, on their leaf. So that is why they are considered as microsporophylls. So the pteridophytes have the two kinds of the leaves. The first one is the microsporophylls and macrosporophylls. And what is the function of these leaves? They bear the spores which are required for the fertilization process. They have to bear, or they have to be present on the leaves. So because the leaves bear the sporophyll, that is why they are named as microsporophylls or macrosporophylls in ferns. Sporophyte bears sporangia called sporophylls. Sporophyte bear sporangia. Sporangia means it is a special part of the pteridophyte in which the spores are formed. So due to the formation of the spores, this part of the pteridophyte is considered as sporangium. Now, spores on germination forms prothallus, which require cool, damp, shady places. Now, you know very well the main plant body is sporophyte. But sporophytes forms the gametophyte. How the gametophyte are formed? Sporophytes forms the gametes, male gametes and female gametes. So due to having the half chromosome number, the gametes of the pteridophytes which are formed by the sporophytes are considered as gametophyte. So when gametophyte or gametes are formed by the sporophytes, bears spores on germination forms prothallus. So gametes form the spores, and spores needs a damp and cool shady places to grow. When these spores fall on damp or cool or shady places, they start germination. Spread is restricted to narrow geographical condition. Spread means the distribution. Spread means the distribution of the pteridophyte plants is very limited. That is restricted to a geographical area. So that is why it is written here, spread is restricted, or you can say the distribution of the pteridophyte plants is restricted, because the few plants belongs to the phylum Pteridophyta are spatially located or distributed in a geographical condition. They are not present everywhere or every kind of the habitat. Now, male sex organs are antheridia and female sex organs are archegonia. Male sex organs are antheridia. As you know very well, in the bryophyte system we have studied that antheridia is the male reproductive organ. So just like that, antheridia is the male reproductive organ in pteridophytes, and archegonia is the male reproductive organ of pteridophyte. Antheridia forms the male gametes antherozoids. The male antheridium. In the antheridia or antheridium. Antheridium is a singular word, antheridia is a plural word. Antheridia or antheridium is a male sex organ in which the male gametes are formed, antherozoids. Archegonium is a female sex organ in which the female gametes or egg or ovum is formed. So by the process of the fertilization, the gamete and therozoites and the egg which is present in the archegonia are fused together. That is called zygote. That forms zygote. Then because you know very well, zygote, due to the formation of zygote, again it becomes sporophyte. So zygote is a zygote is a initial form of the sporophyte. Means when the zygote start germination, they form the green color or very branched structure, that is called the sporophyte of the pteridophyte. Sporophyte of the pteridophytes. Now you can see here main plant body is sporophyte. When the spores are formed, spores means when the gametes are formed from the sporophytes. So in that condition, a one division takes place, that is the meiosis division or reductional division, due to which the chromosome number becomes half, and the gametophytic condition is considered as haploid condition or gametophyte. Gametes are considered as the gametophyte. Now the last point of this is the homosporous and heterosporous. Pteridophyte plants are categorized into the two groups, that is the homosporous or heterosporous. Homosporous means if the plant bearing only microsporophylls, microspores, so they are considered as homosporous. But the plants are forming the small male gametes and the female gametes, means the microspores and megaspores. Heterosporous means they form the two kinds of the spores, microspores and megaspores. Microspores are megaspores. So micro or macro, you can write here macro also, macrospore. So when the two different kinds of the spores are formed, that is considered as macro, that is considered as the heterosporous. And when the same types of the spores are formed in the pteridophyte, their condition is called homosporous. Now, as you know very well, when we have discussed about the classification, then I told you that kingdoms are divided into divisions, divisions are divided into class. So just like that, following the same pattern, the division pteridophyta is divided into four groups, that is general classes, four classes. Division pteridophyta is divided into four classes. First one is the Psilopsida, Lycopsida, Sphenopsida and Pteropsida. Psilopsida, the example of the Psilopsida plant is Psilotum. Lycopsida, Slaginella, Sphenopsida, Equisetum and Pteropsida, Dryopteris. This Dryopteris is a very common plant which we are used in our homes as a ornamental plant, and it is easily available in your locality. If you want to see, you can see the pteridophytic conditions that is used as a ornamental plant. So it was the general description of the division Pteridophyta. So it is a very brief description. You can go through the more description related with these topics, and you have to make the proper notes. Okay guys, so this is the general description of the Pteridophyta. For today, this is the topic. God bless you. All the best.
Do self study at home and stay home, save lives. Thank you very much.